Hi, it's Chuck Woodbury with RVtravel.com, and I'm telling you right now it's time to fasten those seat belts. Put your seats in their fully upright position because you're about to take off with Alan Warren, your RV wingman, on the RV Show.
All right, so it is RV show season again, and folks seem to be coming out of the woodwork to see what is new in the way of shiny new RVs for 2019. I was up at the Fort Worth RV Show this past weekend, and to me, for the short time I was there, it looked like there was more interest in the parts and accessories than there was in actual RVs. Now, maybe I was just imagining things, but there were a lot of salespeople just kind of hanging out, standing around looking for somebody that could start working. And speaking of working, I'm Alan Warren here, your RV wingman, working every day to find guests that will help make you a smarter RV owner and RV buyer and a happy camper. Let's get right to it with our good friend from Chuck Woodbury from my favorite RV newsletter, RV Travel. How you, Chuck? How you doing?
I'm good, Alan. How are you?
Good. Thanks for being with us. Another great newsletter last week.
Well, you know, we keep trying. We've only been, let's see, we've done, what are we, up to 900 now every week since 2001. So we should be pretty good by now.
Yeah, just keep practicing, right? You're about as good as they get. Hey, you know, I loved how you drew that mental picture, and you put a picture of the Rose Bowl on your newsletter. Tell everybody about that, because that was what a great analogy. It made my imagination kind of go, wow.
Well, you know, it's funny. Those of us like you you sit in front of a microphone, I sit in front of a computer, and we talk, and, you know, you always wonder who's out there listening to you or reading what you say. And I was watching the Rose Bowl last week. You know, I live in Seattle and Washington. I ended up losing by 2 points, but that's the way it goes. And I thought to myself, you know, that's about how many readers different people that we have every month. I know our unique views, meaning people that come in every, you know, a unique view is a person who comes every 24 hours. It goes way up in the hundreds of thousands. But I thought probably there's about a Rose Bowl crowd of people that read, you know, what we write every week. And I thought, wow, that's, you know, when you think about it that way, it's you kind of go gulp. You know, that's a lot of people. And I think, geez, if I were standing at the goal line there and there was 100,000 people in that stand and I had to stand up there and talk to everybody, I don't know if I could do it. I'd be so nervous.
Well, you do just such a terrific job. And if you think about it, you know, you're filling up the Rose Bowl with subscribers to, you know, RV Travel. That's just a small percentage of the people who actually RV, isn't it?
It's a tiny percentage. You know, there's, you know, I mean, what there've been 500,000 new RVs sold every year now for the last, 8 years? Well, it didn't start at 500,000, but that's what it's been the last couple of years. That's a lot of, I mean, I don't know how many million there are out there, but, I mean, all you got to do is go drive down the road in the summer and see them. Or go down to Arizona or down in Texas right now with all the snowbirds. But,
you see a lot of them.
A lot of them.
Hey, you wrote I saw one of the stories in RV Travel recently about emergency preparedness, and I don't know why, but it really jumped out at me, and I thought let's talk just a little bit about that, because it's something that we occasionally talk about, but I don't know if as RVers we take it as serious a subject as it really needs to be.
Well, you know, I mean, we have those of us that are lucky enough to have an RV, we have essentially a small home, and you know, that's on wheels. Turn a key or hook it up and take it away. And you know, I lived in California for many years, and I lived for a time right near where the big the campfire was this year, the one that took out the 10,000 homes in Paradise. And you know, the people that were the most fortunate there were the ones that were able to hop in their RV right away and get out of town. I know the mayor was living in about 20 miles away in her RV. And I've seen it in my travels through the years, and having been a news reporter at time and seeing people whose homes were destroyed living in their RVs. And so I think everybody should keep their RV tank full and have some propane and have some food. And if you've got to leave, whether it's a flood or a tornado or earthquake or whatever, it's a whole lot better to be in an RV than it is to be in a shelter somewhere or trying to find a motel room.
Be prepared. I know that we've talked a little bit. I guess in the future you may be writing more on emergency preparedness, maybe even dedicating an occasional column to it, getting people ready just in case the worst does happen.
Yeah, we asked people if they wanted a newsletter on that topic, and I was surprised how many people said yes, they did. So we'll probably do a monthly, and just with tips. We'll wait till we get a few thousand subscribers, and by subscribers I mean readers. People sign up for an email. There's no charge, but and then we'll do something because it's important. And I mean, you look at those people down in Malibu or Paradise or wherever, or the hurricane victims down in Florida, and the ones that got RVs there, they're living okay. They can rebuild.
Absolutely. Now, folks, the reason we have Chuck on each week, if at all possible, is twofold. First is to give listeners a taste of the great information, useful information that you will find inside RV Travel. But secondly, as your RV wingman, to kind of invite you to subscribe, because I promise there is no other free newsletter that I know of that even comes close to RV Travel that will help make you a smarter and better informed RVer. So we're going to give you a URL to go to if you'd like to get the email newsletter into your inbox every day. So, Chuck, recently you wrote an essay that asked a question. I also found this was interesting. Is your RV really an RV? Can you give us a kind of an overview of that, where that came from?
It's kind of odd because the Recreation Vehicle Industry Association, right on its website, right in its rules, its regulations, says that an RV, by definition, is something that is lived in for temporary living. Temporary. And so we did a survey recently of our readers, and 26% of them were living full-time in their RVs. So If you're living full-time, that's definitely not temporary. So we're working on a story on what exactly is an RV then. If they're living full-time in it. And, that's another thing I should bring up real fast is that anybody who is living in an RV full-time, they have to make sure with their insurance company that they are properly insured, because some insurance companies won't even pay a claim if they find out someone's living full-time and it's not specified in their policy. So,
I've always been concerned about that as well, because people are like, I'll be okay. Well, they haven't made a claim yet. If the insurance company finds a reason to deny a claim, I think they're going to do it. That's why you have to be honest about it. What about your warranty, too? A lot of manufacturers on their warranty, if it's full.
The warranty. And also there's the question of are you using your RV for business? Well, a business, a friend of mine had a bunch of electronic gear stolen from his motorhome while he was in a restaurant. And the insurance company said, because you have a YouTube channel and you make money off your YouTube channel, which a lot of people do, maybe it's $25 a month or $100 or $200 or whatever, he said, you're running a business from your motorhome. We're not going to pay the claim. So, somebody puts a logo of their website up on their RV, is that then a business? And they better be careful. Better check with their insurance person.
And that's the kind of information that is it's scary, in a sense. But it's not scary until it happens to you, and then it's all of a sudden, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this? And I think that's one of the things that you do so well at RV Travel with your staff of writers is you've got solid, meaty information, and it's not just for the seasoned RVer, but you've got different newsletters even for the newbie, the person that doesn't even have an RV yet, right?
Yeah, we try to cover it all. Like I said, we've been doing this since 2001 and written millions and millions of words and tens of thousands of articles, and we haven't run out of topics yet. And our readers contribute a lot of questions, a lot of information, and we try to follow up on those. So you've got a home that moves. There's a lot to it. And as you and I know, there's questions about quality and all that stuff. So there's no end to the subject matter. But we don't just write the little fluffy stuff that everybody else is. And there's a lot of that out there.
I just love what you do at RV Travel. Tell everybody, we got to wrap it up, how they can subscribe for free and get it almost every single day in their inbox.
You just go to rvtravel.com/radio, which is something you and I set up. So it's https rvtravel.com/radio, and it's real easy. It takes about 10 seconds, and there's no charge, of course.
There you go. Well, thank you so much. Hopefully we can catch up with you next week, and take care of that new dog you got. He's one lucky pup.
Yeah, we're having fun.
All right, you take care, Chuck. We'll talk again. All right, folks,
Thanks,
check it
Alan.
out.
Bye-bye.
Check it out, rvtravel.com/radio. rvtravel.com/radio. As I say, you can thank me later. Going to jump for a break. Be right back.